Hey, welcome to Talk 1260 KTRC, the Humanity Behind the Vanity. This is Dr. Daniel Ronel. I'm a plastic surgeon. I'm here with my wife, Betsy Ronel.
Hello.
We're going to talk about plastic surgery and other interesting things. We've got a tip coming up with Marion Urban, our esthetician. And so what do you want to talk about this week?
Well, I thought I'd bring up something trivial but important. Kendra Wilkinson, the former Girls Next Door. What? Yeah, we will. We'll make it self-oriented, plastic surgery oriented. Anyway, that's what it's about. Kendra Wilkinson, a former Girls Next Door, you know, on E! Entertainment. It's one of my favorite shows. Now it's not anymore because the good Girls Next Doors are gone. She has her own show, Kendra, on E! On Sunday nights. Anyway, she's like under 25. She had her first baby. She's married to Hank Baskett, who was a Lobo, people. He's a native New Mexican.
Right. Do they live in New Mexico?
No, they do not. His parents do, but they do not. Anyway, he was a Lobo on UNM's football team, and anyway, he's an awesome athlete. But anyway, they're married, and she's, I mean, fantastic looking, has had an amazing body her whole young life, had a baby. And I'm really surprised that such a young, fit thing. I mean, this girl could probably keep up with special ops training or something. I mean, she's really fit. I'm serious. Listen, former Air Force, I'm serious. She's fit. Like, she could beat men in a race if she had to, I'm sure, in a weightlifting contest. Anyway, so I'm just surprised because even this young, super fit thing that's in the media all the time has that belly jelly, I call it, that all moms get.
Right. You can't.
It's unbelievable. So anyway,
it's genetics. It's
her
also
mother's fit. I mean,
I mean,
she's
it has
fit.
to do with.
She's all muscle.
It has to do with the collagen, the elastin in her thing. It's very hard to get rid of that stuff.
You're telling
right
me.
Right on the waistline. I
mean, her child's not even a year old.
Right.
So I mean, anyway. So the point of my story is this: this young, gorgeous woman, whose baby is not even a year old, was considering getting liposuction to get rid of that last few pounds of fat that sits on our middle. And you ask, I mean, any mother I've ever spoken to, whether it's been in a casual meeting in a department store or whether it's friends of mine, they all complain about the same thing, myself included. We're thin, we're fit, yet we've got that belly jelly.
That little pooch, right.
Yeah.
Which in the 17th century was considered very attractive because that is the natural figure. You know,
we ain't in no 17th century, buddy.
You look at all the great paintings of the great masters, Botticelli, whatever. They all have those bellies. Okay, so now I understand
beauty is
we don't.
in the eye of the beholder.
Right. Well, there are a lot of solutions.
Nobody beholden that.
All right. There's a lot of solutions for that. Today I did a little mini tummy tuck in my office.
Oh my God! Yes, this brings us to our next segment, but don't get to it yet. Keep them in suspense.
Okay. No, it was a very fit. It was a police officer, a young woman. It was a
nice.
police officer, and she's had 3 children, 2 twins and 1 regular child, and she is incredibly fit. But she had that little thing. So because she had extra skin, I had to excise it. But Kendra, I assume, or you, for example, would not need a skin excision. You could just have liposuction. And we're going to talk about this in the next segment. She actually has stretch marks,
Kendra. She showed them on TV, which is,
okay, well, those may need to be excised.
Genetic, yeah.
Right, you can't do anything about that with lasers and creams and so you have to excise them. But you can have lipo, and for a spot area like that, you can get lipo probably in the office. It's an office procedure if you find the right machine. We'll talk about that in the next segment, actually, because I'm going to get one.
Right. The reason that I'm bringing it up is I personally was surprised that Kendra, of all people on TV, she's not an actress, you know, she's not a singer, she's just a good-looking gal who was one of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends, but she's young and super fit, and even her, she has this belly jelly.
Right. Well,
I was just shocked.
It happens. No, it happens. Even in the most fit people. So you should. I mean, one thing is you shouldn't feel badly if you have it. It's not your fault.
I still feel just.
But the point is, it's not because you're not following your diet, or it's not because you're not working out hard enough.
Please, I'm not working out. I eat a lot of bad food.
You're talking about yourself, but there are other people who do all those things and they still have that little thing.
I don't know. Kendra's not eating well either, and she admitted that. She said, "No, I'm not eating to my, at my peak level." And, her baby was not even a year old, like I've said 3 times now. And, I'm sorry. When I look at my stomach and I'm not happy, I'm honest. I do not work out anymore. And I'm eating, you know, icing out of the Betty Crocker tin. I mean, please. And raw cookie dough. It's no surprise.
Right, it tastes pretty good.
It tastes pretty darn good.
Okay, my point is that even if you are, you know, an ascetic Zen person who doesn't eat any calories and works out all that, you can still have that little panza there, as they call it in New Mexico, because a lot of it is genetics, so don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, all right, fine.
That's my point.
Still
Anyway,
good.
so you know, if Kendra gets it done, whatever she has done, that's great. The more power to her.
Yeah,
you know,
but she's in that business. She needs to look
Right.
fantastic.
Right, and she has two options. If you've got extra skin and stretch marks, you can excise them. And as I said, that is really becoming an office procedure. And
Amazing.
the other one is to do liposuction.
Right, and she's so
Right.
young. If she didn't have the stretch marks, you could just suck it out with lipo. She
Okay.
went to that very famous plastic surgeon in LA, Dr. Garth something. He was married
Brooks.
to Brooke Burke.
Where is it?
No.
No, he's a country country
Oh,
fest coming
speaking
up.
of which,
Right.
why don't you talk about that for a second?
Right, okay, sorry. Country Fest coming up June 19th. I'm one of the sponsors. You can get free tickets in my office. In fact, that's the only way to get tickets is to
No, it's
either...
not.
No, to get them for free is the only way to get tickets.
Oh, right.
Either by listening to Outlaw.
Country, which is 107.5. You
Right.
can go on their website, listen.